I am your Table Topics Master for tonight's meeting. Table Topics is an opportunity for Toastmasters to practice your extemporaneous speaking. So speaking on the fly. Tonight I am following with the theme of roller coasters. And so I have generated 9 questions about roller coasters. And so when I ask for volunteers and people volunteer, I'll ask for you to give me a number and then I will read your question. Do I have any volunteers for table topics tonight? Randy, I see your hand first. Okay, Randy, unmute yourself and give me a number.
7.
Number 7. Okay, question number 7. Since life at some point will likely be a roller coaster, tell me about ways that you cope with the roller coaster of life.
Madam Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, life is indeed an emotional roller coaster. There's ups, there's downs. If you don't have those, it's all the same, and that's no fun at all. Often, there's an external reason for these ups and downs. Something happens. Sometimes you can't figure out the reason for it. You've got these feelings, these ups and downs, and there's no external cause. So you use the big brain we've all got to find a reason, to blame someone for my bad feelings usually, or just enjoy the good feelings. I've come to realize that although these external causes do happen, there are things to worry about, there are people who make me happy. Often these emotional roller coasters simply have to do with something going on with my body. Something as simple as not having had enough sleep, something I ate that I really liked or that did not like me. Realizing that these emotions, although they are real emotions, they're often based in the body, I've decided what I need to do is put this body in better shape. There's boring things like diet, there's YouTube videos for exercise, but what has worked the best for me is what I'd like to think as the foot-powered roller coaster. That is to say, go walking. If you walk in West Seattle, you will go down hills and then you will go up hills, very much like a roller coaster. As you go down hills, it's a lot of fun, especially if it's wet and you go sliding. When you go up, it's a lot harder. You breathe hard and you can tell your heart is pumping, and this makes you excited and happy. I would recommend the foot roller coaster for managing your emotions. Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Randy. I like that, the foot roller coaster. I'm going to use that one from now on with my patients. Okay, I think that I saw that John raised his hand right after Randy did. John, would you like to do a table topic? Where did he go? He left. I don't see him.
I think he must have. Oh no, here he comes.
Oh, okay.
He's connecting.
Okay. Otherwise, while he tunes in, is there anyone else that, Christine? Okay, Christine, why don't you give me a number and I'll tell you what your question is.
How about lucky number 3?
Lucky number 3. Tell me how your life is or isn't like a roller coaster right now.
Madam Table Topics Master and my fellow Toastmasters, my life is and isn't a roller coaster. And I think maybe in ways that we are all familiar with. I have the emotional roller coaster of being really excited about things and then being really sad because I can't see my friends and we're stuck inside and somehow there are still dishes to be done and cooking to be had. What? Also, my life's not so much a roller coaster because now we're back to our new restrictions and I can't do anything and life is static. stay at home, went to Costco on Friday, got ahead of the crowd, and we'll hole up and be okay for a couple of weeks. And it's this push pull that I think a lot of us are feeling with COVID of we can't have, we want, and hey, actually wearing sweatpants to work every day and not commuting is awesome. And it's this push pull of not of having some consistency and not having consistency that leads to that feeling of a roller coaster, but then also feeling that things are pretty stable, at least for us, fortunately. So I think my greatest challenge in the COVID and something that leads to it not being a roller coaster is I can't plan anything. I'm a planner. You probably know this about me, whether it's planning vacations, the next 2 or 3 months of our lives. I'm a planner. It doesn't go on the calendar, it doesn't happen. But how can you plan in a pandemic? You can't. What I thought was certain 2 or 3 weeks ago is now a big question mark. And that is again a roller coaster and not a roller coaster because we just go day by day, week by week, and we'll be all right. So yes, life is both a roller coaster and not a roller coaster in so many ways. But I've got that guy who's apparently on a boat right now to do it with me. Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Christine. I think so many can relate to what you're saying. Madame Toastmaster, do we have time for one more? Okay. All right, we can do one more. John, are you up? Are you want to do it? Okay. Give me a number and I'll read your question.
Not hearing what was chosen already, let's go with 2.
2, okay. Roller coasters at the amusement park. Usually you either love them or hate them. Which person are you and why?
Fellow Toastmasters, my love of roller coasters is conditional. I have had mixed results with roller coasters. Some of the experiences that I've had have been fantastic. The wind blowing through my nostrils and turning and being whipped around, feeling G forces and all these crazy ideas. And sometimes it has just caused me to turn myself inside out. Some very important factors to keep in mind, of course, are do not avail yourself of all of the fair foods right before you go on the roller coaster. 2, if you are sometimes at risk, then pick a roller coaster that generally goes one direction forward without a whole lot of, there are some of those ones that kind of jostle and jiggle and no thank you. It's a bad fit. It's a bad match. Don't go that way unless you are super hardy with a gut of steel. And then I really have, I will say that this, I have never gone on one of the ones where you're lying down and kind of like flying. And I cannot wait to do that because as a pilot and a long time passionate person about flying, even before I could drive, I would imagine myself as a kid flying. I cannot wait to do that. And I think that that would give me a little extra fortitude. I could probably even eat a little bit of the funnel cake right before one of those ones, just because I could mull through on pure enthusiasm. But overall, yeah, I'm kind of mixed as far as the super enthusiastic and the maybe not kind of guy. So I want to open up a third category, Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you, John. Good point. I should have had that third category in there. Okay, now I turn our meeting back over to our Toastmaster, Karen.